Hello, world. Thank you for coming to my channel, The Life of Poon. And today I have a special video because it's something that I'm working through and it's something that I am challenged with all the time. And I had to realize that this is the ultimate test of letting go. And that's my challenge, the challenge of letting go. I wouldn't let go because I would be so hurt. I wouldn't let go because I was in love with guilt. I was so hurt and scared to let go because I didn't want to face my own emotions. I didn't want to look at myself. I didn't want to see what was wrong with the whole picture with me and how I contributed. I was just scared of the dark because I was scared of my emotions and I didn't want to let go because I felt like I would lose control. And I had to realize within myself that that's what was keeping me stuck, was because I was scared to let go. And that what was keeping me in the same cycle of life because I wasn't letting go of negative energy. I wasn't letting go of negative people. I wasn't letting go of all the things that was holding me back. I wanted to keep them in my hands because I felt like I had to be in control of that. And I felt like I had to always be cool, calm, collected, and cordial with people. And in all honesty, motherfuckers don't always deserve that. And I had to realize that I was only holding myself back because I was scared to let go. I wanted to move forward in my life, but I was keeping myself stuck in the same sentence. And I had to realize I had to let go of everything. I had to let go of my control of money. I had to let go of my control with people and always just trying to be on good terms with people. And in all honesty, by me trying to be on good terms with everybody, that was holding me back because it would mess up my mind at times when I would just think like, and I still have this problem to this day, where I would think like, oh my gosh, they're mad at me. I don't want them to be mad at me. Like, what can I do to make this better? Trying to over nurture people. And in all honesty, I was doing myself an injustice because that was their own shit. And I'm not saying just cut off any and everybody and like be a lonely girl and a lonely boy out here in this world. But what I'm saying is let go of the negativity because that's something that I'm still learning to this day. And the reason why I'm at where I'm at right now and not where I'm supposed to be, but in all actuality, I am where I'm supposed to be because I'm learning and I'm learning the lesson. But what I'm trying to say is the reason why I haven't made it to the point where I need to make it is because I'm always trying to drag motherfuckers along with me that don't need to be in the same boat with me anymore. I have to let go because certain times people like they don't see their actions when they're low. And I can't fault them for that because sometimes I don't see my actions and how I come off. So it's just one of those things that I would hang around people growing up that would talk bad about me, that would always try to make jokes and make me feel low about myself and belittle me just to make themselves feel good. And what did I do? Stuck around and just try to always still be cool with them. But I was doing an injustice on my part by doing that. Why stick around people that is going to talk bad about you and belittle you and try to diminish your character just to make themselves feel good? And what was I doing? Just running back, not letting go, just running back to the negativity simply because I didn't want people to be mad at me. Simply because I didn't want to look at the hurt that they was causing on me. I was just like, hee hee ha ha. They didn't really mean it like that, but they did mean it like that. And I just didn't want to let go. I didn't want to let go of a job that was making me so unhappy to the point where when I did finally let go of it and worked on my happiness, I was still thinking about it every day. Still thinking like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Why did I do that? And in all honesty, I knew why I did that. I just didn't want to accept the fact that it was one of those moments where, like, yeah, I may like have to figure some things out with me and understand my happiness, which was a whole journey in itself and something that was really like testing me every day. But what was holding me back was because I didn't still want, even though I physically let go of that job, I still thought about it every day. Still compared my new jobs to that old job when I knew that old job wasn't fulfilling me. You see how crazy that sounds? Even when it relates to my boyfriends in my past, why would I compare something new to what I had to let go of in the past that wasn't suiting me? Why would I compare something that's new that maybe could be a blessing in disguise to something that was toxic, to something that was always throwing me under the bus and belittling me? Because I was scared to let go. Even though I let go physically, my mental was still there. I was still trapped. I was still trapped, and the devil had me where he wanted me to be. Baby, and don't let me have me start preaching because it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. But I was scared. I was scared. I was fearful of my emotions. I was scared of looking at myself. I was scared of my own darkness within inside of me because I was only in toxic environments and with toxic people is because I was toxic, because I kept going back. I kept allowing it. I kept just being in a circle where I knew I didn't belong. I kept being in a circle where I always felt like I was so small. And I would go back thinking, oh, this is going to make me stronger. This is going to make me whatever. And yeah, it made me stronger at the end of the day, but it was one of those things I had to learn from, that I can't keep going backwards. I can't keep keeping my mind in the past. And yes, I get triggered with a lot of different things that make me that reminds me of my past simply because I haven't let it go. And I had to realize that if I fully would have let it go, I wouldn't have been triggered. I just would have been like, oh, whatever. But I was still holding on to it mentally, still holding on to it physically, even though I knew it wasn't right for me, even though I knew that it wasn't bettering me in any type of way. It was just trying to bring me down. And I had to let go of a lot of people. I had to let go of job situations. I had to let go of money control because, in all honesty, I felt like money was going to make me happy, but it didn't. I thought getting a luxury car was going to make me happy, but it didn't. I thought hanging around friends just because I wanted to hang around and be social with people was going to make me happy, but it didn't, because I was toxic by going back and forth with them, and they were toxic. And I had to realize through my journey that I have to let go of certain things and certain individuals, and I can't be stuck there. Simply because if I let it go, I need to learn how to let it go mentally, because I was really trapped. I really was. I just wanted to be around people because I felt alone. And I felt ashamed of myself, so I would go back to people that made me feel even more ashamed. And I just really had to realize, and today is the day that I still struggle with it, but I'm stronger than what I was, and I really just have to just keep moving forward in my life. And yes, I made mistakes, and yes, and we all make mistakes, and I don't hold a grudge towards none of them. I still have love towards all of them. But that was my problem. Even though I still had love, I didn't know how to create my boundaries. I didn't know how to create my own personal space because I didn't want to deal with looking at the darkness within inside of me.